Go ahead and do some more rows. Oh, I guess I need to show you how to purl as well. That would be the same concept, which I'm going to not do a purl. I'm going to show you how to do a purl, but the same thing would apply. You would have your thing, you would just bring it down through. You would just loop it through, just like you normally would. And then bring it up. Pull those two off, make sure that your loop is on that side of that peg, and just place it back on the two pegs. That's all there is to it. I'll go ahead and show you another one, which I am going to take the purls out because I'm going to show you just a knit stitch swatch. See, so I go down between them, I pull it back up through, I make my loop, take it off, pop it back on two pegs. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to knit up several more rows, get my swatch done, and I'll meet back up with you. Now then, as you can see, as it starts to come down, you're going to think, oh my goodness, I can see my ladders between the stitches. Well, I'm going to show you something here in a second once I get it off. So what I'm going to do now is I have knit my rows. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bind off. Now I'm going to bind off with just a basic bind off, and something to remember whenever you do a basic bind off or any bind off, you need to make sure, if it's a crochet bind off or whatever, that it's going to be, it needs to be looser. So the reason I like the basic bind off as opposed to a crochet bind off is that I don't have to think about what I'm doing on that last row. So a good way in order to get a nice loose bind off is either you can go ahead and do an E-wrap for your bind off, or of course, since you're going to be, just make sure that your loops are that it's looser than normal. So you pull that off, you bring it over, you just knit it off like you normally do. Just make sure your loop's bigger as you put it back on there. Just keep it extremely loose. And if you're doing a crochet bind off, once again, all you need to do is on your last row, make sure that your loops are extremely too loose. One way, if you're doing an E-wrap, you can wrap that twice for a crochet bind off, that is, on the last row, wrap it twice, and then your loop's definitely going to be big enough so that your bind off is not too tight. Just make sure that whenever you're doing this, you catch both those pegs, you pull them over, and then bring it back over. Make sure they go back on both the two pegs. Okay, I'll finish this up and be right back. Now then, I've got it off. You can tell it's already beginning to draw up. But if you made a large piece, and depending on how tight you knit, because I haven't done anything to it yet, the best way to bring your stitches together is just to do the old-fashioned, you tug it one way, you tug it the other way, and you tug it back that way. And it will bring those stitches back in, and it doesn't look funny, and it doesn't look like you've got ladders or drop stitches between your stitches. Sorry about that. My brain went blank. Okay, so and because of keeping that bind off loose, it matches my chain cast on. Now then, I am going to go ahead and work up a swatch on this one. And then when I come back, I will compare one to the other. Now then, in order to know which one is which, I am going to take this safety pin, ouch, poke myself with it, and I am going to go ahead and I'm going to pin it on the one I did on the all-in-one using the double pegs. So I'll be right. Okay, now then, this one is the one I just finished on the purple 48 peg hat loom. As you can see, I did 10 stitches across, 12 rows. The original one, see, on the all-in-one, 10 stitches across and 12 rows. Oh my goodness, look at that. Whoop, whoop. Okay, now then, if the exact same size square does not convince you, we're going to take our ruler and we are going to measure. Now then, in 1 inch, I have got, let's try to get this in focus, 2 stitches, more or less. 2 stitches across in 1 inch, and then up and down, I've got 3 rows. So 2 stitches, 2 across, 2 by 3 on the all-in-one for 1 inch. Oh, look at there. 2 stitches across and 3 rows. It's identical. They are identical. And no, I did not just work this one on this one again. No, I didn't. I worked it on here. I know you didn't see me doing it, and there may still be naysayers and doubters. And if you are one of those people, I suggest you do it yourself. And you just check. You just keep your tension the same like you normally would on this one and on this one. So, if for those of you who don't have this one yet, you could still go to Cindy Wood, buy one off Amazon. That's great, because I love the 5/8 inch gauge for my super bulky and even my bulky yarns. But if you're wanting a loom that will do everything, I am convinced this one will do everything. You can double knit on it. You can knit it in the round. You can adjust your end pieces so that you can either decrease or increase while it is on the loom. There's so many, I mean, the possibilities are endless. And now, as you can see, not only can you do a double peg, but it's the same gauge whenever you double peg as it is on the hat loom. So any pattern that you're supposed to be doing on, or that you have, that calls for the 48 peg loom, or even the 24 peg loom, because it too is the 5/8 inch. So whether it be in a circle or whether it be a flat panel and you're needing that gauge but you don't have it, you can do it on here. So the 48 peg for a hat, so all you would need to do is set your loom to 96 pegs, because that's double of 48. Or if you were needing the 24, then it would be 48. There you go. And if for some reason you're working a pattern like for the fingerless gloves or something, and the 24 peg loom is too big and you want to go smaller, you think, well, 22 pegs would work, but why don't I have a 20 or 22 peg loom? Well, you can do that. You can even do odd number of what we would consider odd number if you're double pegging. On here, you can just set that to either 40 or 42 pegs. On here, double pegging it would give you 21 pegs in this peg spacing, or 21 stitches. It is a marvelous little loom. I'm totally convinced, and no, Knitting Board does not pay me to say that. I've just used it, and I am convinced. So, on that happy note, now that you can see how to do go forth, loom knit, and make all kinds of beautiful creations off of one loom. Hope you have a good day.